Korbo Lorbo Jeetbo re, Korbo Lorbo re, Jeetbo re, Jeetbo re. Well friends, hello. Looking back at last night's Qualifier 1, Kolkata Knight Riders versus Sunrisers Hyderabad at Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. In my preview yesterday, I stuck my neck out and said KKR will be the team to go directly into the final after winning the Qualifier 1. And it was one of those things that I got for once right with my prediction. Sunrisers Hyderabad won the toss, chose to bat, and disappointed with their batting performances. Put up a total of only 159, all out in 19.3 overs. KKR raced to victory in just 13.4 overs, winning by 8 wickets and booking their place in the final to be played on Sunday, May 26. As for Sunrisers Hyderabad, they await the winner of today's Eliminator between Royal Challengers Bengaluru and Rajasthan Royals to play in the Qualifier 2, also in Chennai on Friday, May 24. This is KKR's fourth entry into IPL final and their first since 2021 when they lost to Chennai Super Kings in the final. KKR are two-time winners of this IPL trophy. Yesterday, KKR did not allow Sunrisers Hyderabad to run away with a huge score, taking wickets right from the second ball of the match when an Australian took his fellow Australian. Clean bowled Mitchell Starc, clean bowled Travis Head, and gave KKR a fantastic start. It was a second ball duck for Head, a second consecutive duck for Head after his first ball dismissal by Harshit Singh in the last league match. KKR was, or rather Sunrisers versus Punjab Kings. It was a first ball duck and yesterday's was an identical dismissal. Clean bowled, the ball going through the gap and dismissing the batsman, uprooting the middle and off stump. The other explosive opener, Abhishek Sharma, too fell cheaply in the second over to Vaibhav Arora, trying to drive the bowler over cover, but Andre Russell timed his jump brilliantly to take the catch above his head. One of the contenders for the emerging player of the season, Nitish Reddy, was not allowed to settle down as Mitchell Starc consumed him in his third over, Reddy top-edging a pull and wicketkeeper Rahmanullah Gurbaz doing the rest. And in his next delivery, Starc was on a hat-trick as Shahbaz Ahmed, beaten by pace, chopped the ball onto his stumps. KKR and particularly Mitchell Starc were brilliant in the power play, restricting Sunrisers Hyderabad to 45 for 4. Rahul Tripathi, the busy right-handed batsman from Maharashtra and who was not a regular starter earlier in the season, played his second consecutive useful innings for Sunrisers. He almost was playing a lone hand, though he had Heinrich Klaasen for company, and the two promised to repair the early damage of 39 for 4 in 5 overs with their 62-run partnership for the 5th wicket. The Sunrisers total could have been around 200 had they continued with their stand and had Klaasen not given a catch to deep mid-wicket. If there was more power to his shot in an attempt to clear the mid-wicket boundary, it would have been a 6. Instead, he was caught at the boundary by Rinku Singh off the bowling of Varun Chakravarthy, who though began with a no ball. Bowlers overstepping is a no, and especially spinners, it is a crime doing so. Klaasen fell for 32 in his 21 ball knock. The last hope for Sunrisers was Abdul Samad, who can hit big and did so on 2 occasions yesterday in his score of 16. However, a terrible mix-up between the well-settled Rahul Tripathi, who was looking as brisk in working his way for runs and picking up the gaps for boundaries, and Samad. They often say not to run off a misfield. Though it was not a misfield yesterday, it was a diving stop by Andre Russell, the ball going off his grasp, and he did well to get onto it and throw the ball back to the wicketkeeper. Tripathi learnt it the tough way. Abdul Samad played Sunil Narine to point where Russell stopped, and Tripathi was slow to respond to the call. Samad was heading towards the non-striker's end, and Tripathi was well shot at the striker's end. Tripathi's knock of 55 came in 35 balls with 7 fours and a 6, and it came to us almost a tearful end, as he could not contain his emotions and he could not come to terms with his own dismissal. Perhaps he may have foreseen Sunrisers' downfall in this particular match following his dismissal. Samad too fell to a catch in the deep just when he had the golden opportunity to score as many runs and prove his worth and emerge his team's hero on the night. But this was not to be, and it was left for Captain Pat Cummins to play a cameo at number 9, scoring 30 of 24 balls. It was an outstanding bowling effort by KKR, led by Starc, who finished with 3 for 34 in his 4 overs, and every KKR bowler got at least 1 wicket, including Andre Russell off the last over, dismissing Cummins, who skied to wicketkeeper Gurbaz. Varun Chakravarthy took 2 for 26, and the most economical KKR bowler was speedster Harshit Rana, 1 for 27 in his 4 overs, taking the wicket of Samad, caught by Shreyas Iyer at long off. With the dew forming and as a result gripping the ball not being that easy, it was going to be a successful chase for KKR. Plus, the target of 160 was not very big. Needing to score at 8 and over to book their final berth, KKR were given a brisk start by Sunil Narine and Arhamanullah Gurbaz. Going into this match, both the openers had some unique, miserable statistics. Gurbaz in his 2 matches against Sunrisers Hyderabad previously, and both coming in 2023, fell for no score. Whereas Sunil Narine in his previous 3 visits to the Narendra Modi Stadium for IPL matches had not scored a single run. Twice in 2021 and once in 2022. Moreover, against Sunrisers Hyderabad, Sunil Narine had a very poor run. Except for 3 scores in the 20s, and that came at least 5-6 years ago, his 11 other innings against Sunrisers Hyderabad were all single digits, including the last 6 innings before yesterday. Gurbaz gave KKR the momentum, and for once the Knights did not feel the absence of Phil Salt, the English opener who has gone back for national duty. Gurbaz scored 23 in 14 balls with 2 fours and 2 sixes, dominating the first wicket stand of 44 in only 20 balls. SRH had exhausted both their DRS in just the 3rd over, and it included one unsuccessful review of Bhuvaneshwar Kumar's bowling against Sunil Narine, the ball pitching outside leg stump for an LBW appeal. Sunil Narine, as he often does, threw his bat at almost everything, connecting some, getting the edge on other occasions for boundaries before giving a catch to deep mid-wicket for 21 in 16 balls, 4 fours making a majority of his runs. The two Iyers, Venkatesh and Shreyas, joined force at 67 for 2 in 6.2 overs, and the captain, Shreyas, saw from the other end Venkatesh hitting huge sixes of Pat Cummins and the leg spinner from Sri Lanka, Vijaykanth vs. Kant. The two hastened KKR victory. Shreyas Iyer was lucky when a lob of V.S. Kant was nearly caught by Heinrich Klaasen, running towards short square leg and diving full length. He did catch it, but the ball popped out after colliding with Rahul Tripathi. Shreyas was on 10 then. Again in the next over, when on 14, Shreyas was put down a straightforward catch at point by Travis Head, Natarajan being the unlucky bowler on this occasion. On the other hand, Venkatesh was dealing in sixes and KKR reached 100 by the 10th over and were comfortably cruising to victory. The two Iyers duly completed their individual 50s, Venkatesh getting there in 28 balls and Shreyas even quicker in just 24 balls. Both the Iyers had identical boundary count, 5 fours and 4 sixes each, and their unbroken 97-run partnership for the third wicket came in only 7.2 overs or 44 deliveries. Shreyas Iyer smashed 3 sixes and a 4 in the 14th over of Travis Head to remain unbeaten on 58. Venkatesh Iyer was not out on 51. It was KKR all the way. Their bowlers, led by Mitchell Starc, who was eventually named man of the match, brilliantly combined to restrict SRH to 159, and the two Iyers carried on from the start given by Narine and Gurbaz to win in a hurry. Thanks for watching. See you again tomorrow. Take care and have a nice day. Bye-bye.